Previously on our Start From Nothing challenge. I'm having a difficult time swallowing right now because my throat is in shambles after last night. I'm not going to tell you what I was up to. We took on some contract work and came to the conclusion that it isn't worth it to load deadwood for sale, and we also have come to expect the first pallets off of our greenhouse. Hang around for today's shenanigans and oopsie daisies on the farm. Well, this is unforeseen. I was just looking through the sale before I started anything, which is pretty unlike me. Usually I just take this and fill up, but there's something on the sale that we need to address right away, being the ABI 1600. It can hold 6,050 liters of water, and it's $9,200. And the reason I think we wanted to look at this is because we currently own one worth $4,800, so we could upgrade for about $4,500 and be able to move 3 times the water. So we're going to do that. We're selling our current water trailer and upgrading. This is a upgrade I am actually very excited about because we're going to be able to get in front of the greenhouse and look, ladies and gentlemen, I have 1,000 liters of chili peppers, of tomatoes, of strawberries, and of the garlic. And there's also 1,000 lettuce, spring onion, and cabbage in this bad boy, as we like to say. But first things first, as typical, we are going to be going and getting our 2 trips of water taken care of. So let's do that. Alright, and we are actually all set here, except we have filled the greenhouse completely. I'm just going to take a minute here, fill this thing one more time, because then we won't have to get water for like 3 episodes. But now, ladies and gentlemen, here's a cool thing. If you start overloading it, and then you unhook, it will just continue to do that. So it's going to run non-stop, keeping that thing full. Let's take a second now and look at maybe the sale price of, we look at the sale price, or do we just sell? I think we're just going to sell. Honestly, let's look at the prices here and see what we're working with. Come on, prices. And we're going to scroll, get out the mouse quick, it's way faster. Let's go where strawberries are the best. We're not going to go on the train. I don't want to spend the money for that. Looks like the farmer's market is the cheapest value we're going to get. They're actually fairly close too. So I'm going to get the trailer out. I also just recently turned on I disabled the auto start and stop of the tractors because I do like to leave my tractor running sometimes. And I thought it would just be kind of a more realistic thing to have to remember to turn off my tractor. Otherwise we'll just burn through fuel like crazy. Open the flap, please. Thank you very much. And I'm just checking to see, I don't see any other controls for this. So we are just going to detach this like such. I don't think these pallets are going to be heavy enough to prevent us from just like grabbing 2 or 3 at a time. So we're not going to worry about putting the weight on the back for now. Let's see what we are able to accomplish. I was hoping we could probably only get it 1 or 2 wide here. Pick it up a little bit. It'll be okay. That actually looks like it's deceptively heavy. We might have to throw the back weight on the tractor. That'd be okay. Truthfully, it would be a-okay. Perfect. Almost ran over our weight. That would have been a piece of mastery from me there. It does look like we're going to have to shove some pallets up on there a little bit farther. I'm not too worried about it though. That went fairly smooth. And truthfully, if we have to throw a couple pallets on the forks to deliver, I don't think that would be the end of the world either. Just shove that one on. Oopsie. Very nice. And it should produce 1 more pallet for us. So I guess the question is can I get 6 on the back of here? Maybe. I probably should have considered how I'm going to get those front ones off. Maybe I won't have to. Maybe I can just like unlatch them and it'll behave. This little tree also is starting to give me a reason not to like it, as we do. Not my cleanest work. I'm just going to throw a couple straps on these. That should cover all of them, actually. Very happy about that. Yeah, it doesn't have to be pretty. Okay, let's go see what kind of money we have here. I am very, very excited about this. Looks like some of the stuff doesn't register because it's not sitting on the flatbed. But even so... Oh, I have to go on this road. Oopsie. I'm very excited about the potential money we've got sitting on this tractor. I'm hoping for... I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I got 7 pallets. If we assume, let's say, what, 400 bucks a pallet? We got, what, 2 grand here? 2 grand-ish, maybe? Man, that would be kind of nice. That's 2 grand we really didn't have to work for. That would be very nice. Let's see how we go here. Okay, let's undo the belts. Interesting. Oh, okay. I was in the wrong spot. $2 grand, 3 grand. Whoa, this is going to be lucrative, ladies and gentlemen. That is great. 3 grand. We didn't even wait for best time of year. Oh my gosh. That is going to be great money for us. That's going to help a lot. Needless to say, I am hyped. I'm so hyped. I would be going a little bit crazier, but my voice has still been kind of on the fritz. So if it's not being well portrayed with my voice, I am very, very excited about this. Oh man, that's awesome. $3,000. I mean, granted, we had to spend a little bit on the greenhouse and on the trailer, but gosh, 3 grand for doing very little work. That is going to be a major asset to the farm. And before I take the trailer off, I think we should just take a minute to look and see if we have a stone picking, or not a stone picking, a rock removal mission. Those rock removal missions I think are great. Let's just scroll down and see if we have a rock removal. If we do not, we can take the trailer off. And because we already have the front loader on, I'm thinking we start with a fertilize mission. I think that makes the most sense for us today. There is 2, one right next to us and fairly close to us. I mean, it's 2 grand. That's easy money there. I think we definitely take on both of the fertilizing missions here. Let's see where that deadwood mission's at. Down to our left, a pretty good poke, but the wood transport mission is right there as well. So we're just going to take the... I did not borrow the stuff for the wood transport mission. That's fine. That's fine. It's unfortunate. And you can only have 3 active contracts. That's okay. Well, now we're really going to have to spend some time doing our wood transport today. That is an oopsie daisy, ladies and gentlemen. That's an oopsie daisy. And a pretty good one at that. That makes that mission take a considerable amount of time longer than it needs to. Oh well. Sometimes you got to make an oopsie daisy, you know? Let's go get these fertilizing missions taken care of. Roll the footage. Well, this is unforeseen. I don't know if we can classify this as an oopsie daisy. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Jeez, that was crazy. Trying to pick up the ground. Never seen a move so bold in my life. If we miss by just a little bit, we're going to come back and we're going to headland just at this side because I was unable to get that effectively. And because I'm already talking now, we might as well just not even time-lapse this last pass. During the time lapse, you can probably see I was messing with the working width a little bit. I think 10 meters is way more effective, just because we're not putting on fertilizer at 91 liters a minute. We're putting it on at 65, and it still takes just about the same amount of passes anyways. So we're using 66% of the fertilizer we were using before to do the exact same mission. So I very much think that that is the way to go for sure on these at least thinner fields. But again, I think you just have to look at the field and say, okay, what's the best way I could use this tool on this field? And knowing what I know now, I would probably actually be comfortable buying the bigger fertilizer spreader if it comes on sale, just because I think I could effectively use it on those smaller fields. This car behind us does not know what the heck is going on. That's crazy. But yeah, we're going to drop off the fertilizer spreader. We're going to get our back weight. We're going to get our log trailer. And I anticipate this is going to take us 2 trips. So what I'm just going to do is we're going to have a conversation. I don't stop for you, lady. Perfect. We're going to have a conversation on the way down there. And then I think we're going to time lapse the entire wood process. Thank you for cutting me off, car. Beautiful stuff. Because I do not see a world in which it would be fun to just sit and watch the same process over and over, especially if we're going to drive down, talk while we deliver it, drive down, talk while we deliver it. I think that would be fairly boring, needless to say. We're going to leave our pallet forks right over yonder. Oh, a little too close to that. Yeah, we'll leave those right there. Take a second to pick up the log forks. Then we'll do like a little 180 here. Refill the fertilizer spreader. Beautiful stuff. Not punch a hole through the greenhouse is probably a good way to do that. I'm really liking this tractor, truthfully. I was unsure how I would like it before, just because it's like, okay, it's about as cheap as they get. Truthfully, we couldn't have gone much cheaper and gotten a tractor that would have worked for us. So I don't think we could have been much more well decisioned here. I am going to make an executive decision in the moment now, because this has been something that plagued us for a nice chunk of time, and I'm kind of sick of it. Because we own this weight here, but if we got one that was able to connect to trailers, oh, I don't even know if that can connect to trailers. I don't think it has a ball. It's got to be able to, doesn't it? I think we're gonna go a little bit heavier. What does this one weigh? It weighs 750. We're gonna spend $1,000 here. We don't need a beefer. I think that would just tip us over, wouldn't it? Nah, maybe we go with the beefer. Ah, screw it. You gotta spend some money once in a while, don't we? But I'm hoping that this is... I'm hoping that we're able to simply connect the log trailer to this weight. We're on the wrong side of the weight. I'd have to be. I thought everything was connecting from the other side. Did they make weights do the opposite? That'd be crazy. Surprised that didn't just tip us over. I'm happy that it didn't, but I'm still pleasantly surprised. All right, let's go do a wood transport mission. Let's go do the Deadwood mission. Oh, I have to claim some contracts. Let's go do the Deadwood mission, and let's just take a quick peek. Maybe there's something else fun. Nope. We are on our way to start one heck of a grind. Let's do it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. This was such an obvious spot. I literally thought it. I'm like, this is such an obvious spot for a golden apple. I'm gonna take a second and just like open my eyes and see, and sure enough. So that's an easy one. If you guys are looking for an extra $5,000 in your save, recommended. Bada bing, bada boom. That is some good money for us, ladies and gentlemen. Another, I mean, that's 58 grand, or not grand, that'd be insane. 5,800 bucks. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. It could have been way worse. Plus, this big weight in the back made a huge difference for us. We were able to be well supported. Like, one of the first ones had 3 logs on it, and we were still well supported with the 3 logs on it. Also, while I was driving earlier, I did see a golden apple on this table. I just did not want to stop for the sake of the time lapse, so I figured, hey, why not? Let me in! There we go, very nice. So we will yoink up that one. Probably not looking at grabbing any more of the golden apple collectibles today. I think we have already gotten to this episode. That's 10 grand. I don't think we need any more of those bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? That's a great question. A great question indeed. But either way, I think what we need to be looking at now is how are we going to get access to enough horsepower for a baler? We have the mower. A windrower we could run into fairly easily. I'm fairly confident we could get a windrower on very short notice, but the horsepower for the baler, I think, is our biggest thing. Is if we want to get into silage, which I think silage would be the best way to go, we would definitely need to be able to get the horsepower side figured out. And I think maybe we just have to wait for an on-sale tractor, which I hate to do because we could just absolutely get drug along for 30 months before something like that comes on. But at the same time, if we pay full cost, you know for a fact, like within a month of us buying a brand new tractor with the horsepower we want, one's going to come on the sale. It always works like that. Without any chance. That's how it goes every time. We are so back heavy right now, it's crazy. And probably because we have a big boy weight on this tractor. I do think we're gonna start leaving our weights right here. We have a small weight for if we're doing something a little bit less involved. I'm gonna throw the front loader off for now, and let's take a peek at what other stuff we can do today. Okay, I'm really looking at trying to take on one of these mowing missions, especially with this MacDon mower. So what we're going to do is we're going to save before we try this, because we remember what was happening when I was trying to lease that equipment a couple episodes ago. And we're going to see if I can borrow this. I expect this to crash, truthfully. It looks like it did not. Maybe it did. Maybe it did. It most definitely did. It is a good thing we saved, because it most definitely crashed on us right there. Not much we can do about it. Truthfully, I mean, that's a giant corn mission. I want to try to take this one on. Let's try to borrow these items. What could go wrong? I don't think anything could go wrong. Let's take a peek. Oh, look at that. A contract we're actually allowed to do. That is crazy behavior. I never thought we'd be borrowing anything again. No, it's okay. So this mission, I believe, is here somewhere. Let me throw this header on. So we are harvesting on field 35, selling down at the farmer's market, it looks like. So let us head on over to field 35. This thing is faster than our tractor. I don't think we need any bonus points today. We'll wait. A couple signs, those are worth extra, right? Let's go. I'm excited to use this harvester. It looks like it actually has a decent working with, and plus I'm hoping to net a couple extra dollars off of this field. So let's unfold. Let's lower the header. Let's see if it'll hit this field here. Steer assist, please. No field course detected. You first need to unfold. Oh, here we go. I didn't have the harvester ready to go. A sad time indeed. There we go. Well, let's see how long this takes me. Man, that mission seemed like it took quite a while, but I am very happy to finally have that thing all taken care of. It was quite enjoyable to drive that one in first person. Let me guys know what you thought about that. Let's see what kind of money we are looking at for this mission here. Of course, we have to finish up the part of the contract, which is the delivery aspect of it. But then we're going to get a little bit of profit off of the remaining corn, which is going to be an additional $1,100. If we put this in, we're looking at $4,200, and then the leasing costs already taken out of that. So we just profited $5,300. That was quite a bit of work, though. I would definitely prefer the wood transport missions over that, and I would prefer those about 9 out of 10 times. Unless, of course, we're hoping to store the remaining corn for like chickens or something of the likes. Let's take a quick peek. There is a big wheel loader in here, otherwise nothing new, which means we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe even subscribe, your choice. Otherwise, take care. I will see you next time. Peace out.